Hey, Leslie. Hey, Wills. Oh, I'm so tired. Hey, Venus. Hey, Belly. Oh, goodness. Hey, Laura. Bella Luna. Give y'all just a second. Yeah, I'm still awake. Hey, Janelle. Okay. Where do I start? The last time that y'all saw me was several hours ago. I was leaving, Churchy's Scope to try and talk to the officer that talked to Churchy. I wasn't trying to make a report for her. I cannot make a report for her. That is something that she has to do. I only wanted to know what the truth was. The police officer that spoke with Churchy was told that everything was put in her bags and put in her van, and at the time that he spoke to her, she did not have her phone, but she did find her phone. And I said, well, she has found her phone since. And he said, well, she needs to look, Steven, it's not the time. I'm sorry. That the wallet should show up. And if it does not, then she is more than welcome to call tomorrow and be escorted to the house to get her wallet. Now, that doesn't help her tonight. But hopefully she can look in the light in the morning and find the wallet, and that won't be a problem. As far as me funding her a hotel room, I have yet to fund a hotel room for her. I've been very honest about what I've paid for. Paid for a window mount and a charger cord. That's it. And I do not coddle her. I try to calm her down because she gets so upset that I can't understand what's going on, and I have to calm her down to get her to tell me the 20-minute story of what happened. Yes, she does need an ID. Churchy, you still need to look. If you have a light on your cell phone, look in those bags. One more time before you go to sleep, and just make sure that you didn't overlook it. She does have scratches and bruises. One that is very consistent with being falling into a bookshelf. I don't wasn't there, so I don't know if she tripped or if she was pushed. But the bruise that I saw was fresh. I mean, the wound that I saw was fresh, and it was starting to turn a little black around the edge. It looked like and it was a line, like something you would get if you hit the edge of something sharp, like something I would get when I hit the edge of the coffee table. I'm not going to speculate on what happened there because I was not there. The officer that I talked to, that wasn't even something that I asked about because I was just asking him if it was possible for him to escort her back there to look for her phone. And they were a little busy, and he couldn't tonight, but that it was possible for tomorrow. So, yeah, she has fresh bruises. Steven, I'm sorry, hun. It's not the time. I'm too tired. Um, so Churchy, my advice to you is to, I don't know you, Evan, so I'm not going to let you up either. I'm sorry. Um, I didn't, Janelle. Um, I didn't ask about the assault because that was the deal that I was talking to the officer about. If she cannot find her wallet, would it be possible for her to be escorted back there because she is scared to go back just to get her wallet? And it's not the gas that she needs an ID for, it's a hotel room. It's something along the Gulf Coast. They have an age limit because the young people will get older people to reserve the room because usually on the Gulf Coast you have to be 25 or older to rent a room. And then when it comes time for check-in, if they don't check IDs, a bunch of young people come and they do it to party. And so that's why they need an ID now on the Gulf Coast, at least. Um, so I'm sure if it was a motel and they didn't really care, I'm sure she might not need an ID to get in, but um, she doesn't have access to funds without her wallet. And I'm just begging you, Churchy, look through the bags that you took from her house again, just one more time before you give up. Um, she didn't claim assault, from what I understand. That wasn't her issue when she talked to him. She was worried about her phone and her wallet. Um, and so I am not, and then the other thing, I'm not having surgery tomorrow. I don't know where that rumor got started. I didn't hear, I must have come in the scope late because I didn't hear about paramedics or anything. She didn't even tell me about paramedics, but anyway, um, I'm not having surgery tomorrow. I don't know where that came from. I said in my scope earlier that I was going for a surgery to set my surgery date on Monday, next, like after the weekend, Monday, to set my surgery date. And then I will have a very minor procedure done, something that will take me less than a week to recover from. So soon is appropriate because I don't know if what her schedule looks like. She might do it like that week, next week, because she tends to do my surgeries on Thursdays because she likes a particular hospital when she does my little procedures. Or it could be the next week or the next. I don't know what her schedule looks like. Glock knew that I was having surgery. I didn't give a date. I just said it was going to be soon. Um, so it was just a miscommunication. Correct, just miscommunication. Um, is there anything else that I'm missing? I'm not coddling her. Just try. You have to learn how to talk to Churchy. You have to be respectful to her, calm her down, and get her to explain why she's upset. I don't know, Greg. I think it was meant as a joke, but I just took it the wrong way. I was really tired. I just Anyway, but I don't know of any other thing to tell you, Churchy, other than, you might need to look for a blanket and hopefully your seats lay back and you can get comfortable. Yeah, the officer said that, there wasn't, if her wallet is there, it's like you leaving your wallet at a hotel. Even though you've checked out and you realize that you left your wallet, um, and you've already checked out, they have to let you back in to get your wallet. So it might not be until tomorrow, but he did say that he totally anticipated her to find her wallet in one of those bags. Yes, thank you, moderators. Um, I don't know if the story that Churchy said is real. It might have been knocked off the bed, and it might not have been sitting on the bed. Um, it might be sitting beside the bed or under the bed. So it would be nice if, she would look again. But that's here nor there. So just wanted to come up and answer any questions that y'all have, since I was getting DMs the whole time I was gone trying to get the main number to this um, police station, because their one on Google did not work. And it took me calling around the world to find it. But I actually talked to the exact officer that talked to her. So, yeah, she'll be fine tonight. And we'll figure it out tomorrow. Just take it. Yes, no surgery. I'm okay. Um,
Hey, Brandy.
hey, Richard.
Hey, Brandy, can you hear me?
This is Mandy.
Mandy, I'm sorry. I got Brandy on my mind because I'm in trouble with her right now.
Oh, what'd you do?
Well, I was supposed to go to bed about an hour ago, but I heard you talking. Listen, I don't know you, and I can hear the stuff, the emotions you have, and the pain in your voice. But I will tell you that number one, that she will not be able to get a hotel down here anywhere without an ID.
I know. That's what
That's
I
that's
said.
that's without a doubt. Out of even the cheap hotels, if she don't have an ID, she will not be able. She will not be able to get in here.
Right.
And the second,
Most.
the second thing is that there's if there's like the Flying J. There's different places. There's a couple of them's got a McDonald's. I think a Wendy's in it, something like that. And she can get in. It might be uncomfortable, but she'll have to get in maybe a truck stop or something like that. They're not gonna say anything. Get coffee or whatever, and she might have to I would recommend getting in some place like that, because I'm just telling you, down here I don't know of anywhere that she could get in a hotel without an ID.
Right. It's like that all along the coast.
Yeah. and
Um, and I don't know if y'all's age is 25 if to rent a room.
I really don't
Like it is
I really don't know what that is, but I mean,
in Alabama.
yeah,
Like
if
on the coast in Alabama, you have to be 25 or older to rent a room or a hotel.
yeah, I got a
Um,
house over there, and I got a house over in Alberta on what they call the Redneck Riviera, and close to Foley and Goofy Shores and all that. But I don't know what those age limits are. But I mean, if she wanted to stay in her car, she's got a blanket, in which I don't know what anything's in her car. When I was over there, I didn't look at her damn car. I don't look at any of that stuff. But
yeah.
I'm just saying, there's even if you go to a truck stop, they got you go in there and get you a cup of coffee or something like that. At least you're not gonna get cold. But if she was someplace like at a truck stop or something like that, I think she would be perfectly safe. It might be a little uncomfortable, not what she's used to, and I hate it for her. But
Yeah,
I just really don't can't think of anywhere on the Mississippi Gulf Coast or anywhere close that she could get a room without an ID.
that's what I was thinking, and I don't want her driving because of the way that the cops are along the coast. They'll pull you over in a heartbeat, and if she didn't have her ID, I mean, I know they could look up
Yeah,
everything and see that it's current and she just doesn't have it, but it's still a
yeah,
hassle.
yeah.
And
Sweetie, I can hear how much you. I don't know the situation with you and her, but I can. I mean, I can hear it in your voice, you know. And
I'm just
it's
worried about her.
yeah, I know you are, and it's going to be okay. And it's just
And I
it
know
just
she's going to be okay. I just there's just more to this, and I can't elaborate, and it's not
yeah.
my place.
No, no, I don't
And
want to hear.
it hurt.
I don't want to go through that anyway. I just
Right.
want to let you. I just want to let you know that that you know she is. I hate the situation it is right down there where she can't get a place, but there are places around here. She can go to I-10. She can go on 49. They got some stations around there, especially on I-10, like on Canal Road, and
Right.
they got places available.
I know there's a rest area somewhere where she could pull in and she'd have a bathroom and they have drink
Mm,
machines and stuff.
let me think about that for a second.
I don't know where it is, but I know
There'd be one up in Wiggins. I wouldn't advise going there. That's about 10 miles past Socia. The other one would be in Waveland. I wouldn't advise going. No, there's really no rest areas. There's really
um
only right here. There's really only truck stops.
yeah, Churchy, I would do the I would
Go.
do the rest. I mean, I would do the truck stop because you're by yourself and you are an older woman,
Mhm.
and those men there are in their truck sleeping, and if they heard a woman scream, that's where I would want to be.
No,
I wouldn't want to be.
don't go to where the trucks are. Just go if she goes to like
Yeah,
Walmart. If she
there's a
goes,
different area. There's a different area
yeah,
for the cars.
yeah,
But
go to where the cars are. Just pull
right.
some right there where the cars are. Don't go back there. I mean, you be
And
safe
I
with the trucks.
guarantee you you will not be alone. There'll probably be other cars parked
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. There'll be, but there's not gonna be arrested. Just go to the truck stop and you go to you like I say you can go to Canal Road. You can go to right here on 49 and I-10. You can go over there to Lorraine Road, which is one exit over. But I can assure you, just let them know that you out there, you're a woman traveling along, sleeping in your car, and she'll be perfectly fine. In fact, they will watch after her. You won't even have to worry about anything.
That's what I said. If I got stuck without having a hotel, I would want to be at a truck stop.
Yeah,
Because we had to stay at one time because we messed up on our route and we got
yeah,
in a place that didn't have any hotels.
yeah.
So
Well,
we were like, well,
Mandy,
I guess we're sleeping in the car.
yeah, it's not comfortable, but I mean, you'll make it. Mandy, it's nice talking to you, and like
It
I
was
say,
nice
she'll.
talking to you, and thank you for helping her with her van so much. I appreciate it.
Well, let me just say this: and you got some people in here. One day, I put $100 up, and everybody else come up with the rest of it, and it was a group effort. I appreciate everybody. I'm sure she does, and you know, it's just what happened, and I appreciate it.
Well, I really appreciate you and your mechanic, and I appreciate him giving you the bro deal. And I wish I could have sent more. Um,
No.
but
That's everything's good, man. Everything is good.
I think we were pretty close to the
Oh
four
yeah,
hundred
exactly.
stuff.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, 100%. It's all. There's nothing
Oh,
else.
you got it all? Great.
Yeah, don't nobody send anything else, and you know, unless if you wanted, and if y'all want to hit Ken with a little tip, because I will tell you, and I've got to brag on him for just a second. He basically he did a lot of work here. If you had to pay for everything that he did, and I'm not saying that to brag on him or anything. I'm just telling you that he it was a bro deal, and he cared about the situation, and that's just the way Kenny is. I mean, Kenny's freaking good as gold, man. He just a stand up dude, and
If I ever need
Hmm.
my vehicle worked on,
Hmm.
I think I'm gonna hit you up and
Well, hit Kenny
try to
up,
get
man.
in
Hit
with
Kenny
him.
up. He will do you a good job, and he's got two cars on Street Outlaws, man. This dude is top notch. This ain't no damn shade. This is a shade tree mechanic.
Right.
This is a master mechanic with shade tree
Master
prices.
mechanic.
So
Well,
it
and
is.
we have you said you live on the Redneck Riviera, which I don't mind the Redneck Riviera because I like the river. So,
Well, no, I
um,
got a
in
house
the
in El. I
bay.
got a house in Alberta, which is
Oh,
which is
okay.
close to Foley,
Well, see,
between
I grew
Foley.
up on the river, and I'm a country girl. I'm only in
Whereabouts in Alabama?
Birmingham. Yeah, in Alabama. Um, I lived I lived in the country, and then we moved to Birmingham when I switched
Okay, all
jobs.
right. Roll Tide.
Yeah, roll
Roll
tide.
Tide. Well, you sort of feeling the way I feel. It's just a little. There's just a goddamn little chink in the armor there.
Yeah,
We had to give everybody a chance, and again, God bless everybody. But we'll be back next year.
exactly.
We'll be back next year. Don't count
We'll
us
be
out.
back
Now we'll
next
be back.
year.
We ain't got to it, but we'll figure it out. Okay.
Yes. So, well,
But
thank you
anyway,
so much, Richard. I
thank
know
you,
you're
Mandy. I
tired and
appreciate
you've
it,
got
sweetie. You
stuff to
take
do
care.
tomorrow. All
God
right.
bless you. All right. Bye bye.
Bye. You too. All right. Anybody else?
Ooh, am I out here? Let me see. Hang up. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, do you need help? I haven't seen Josh's last go. I brushed my teeth, I got my pajamas on, and I watched the scope, and I was like, oh my God, I've got to go address some things because people are saying some really weird stuff. Josh is calling in.
Is
Hey,
Churchy
Josh.
in? Is Churchy in here?
Um, I don't see her bubble.
Well, I called Flying J and she never showed up.
Wait, yeah, I'm all the way to the end of my bubbles. I don't see her. Do you want me to invite her?
No, I'm not worried about it.
What was your scope about?
She was supposed to go to the gas station and so I could fill
Oh,
her
were
up.
you paying for her gas?
Yeah, but she never showed up. I called the gas station.
Well, she was parked at a gas station the last time she scoped.
Well, then why did she leave to go to another one?
I have no idea. She was at a Circle K when she scoped the first time, and I told her that I would call and find out what was going on um, from the police officer that she talked to. And, oh, she moved to a more open lot.
Yeah, I
Okay.
thought she was at a gravel road. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, oh, you finish and then I just remembered something that somebody DM'd me about. But you're really nice. You're you're super nice, Josh, and your heart's like mine. I wanted to like. I'm up in here in Birmingham. I'm 5 hours from from Orange Beach, where our house is. So it'd be farther to go to Gulfport, but I wanted to like help her out. But my husband would have a stroke, so
You don't need that then.
no, he's already put me on um not bed rest but couch rest until I go to the doctor on Monday. Um
There you go.
so
Well, I hope you get to feeling better.
thank you. I feel fine. I just have people that you don't know me, but I've been on here since 2015, so I guess I'm hate the word OG, but I guess I am an OG. But I have Crohn's disease, and I had a permanent surgery to calm it down, and it did. It worked. I didn't have to take any medicine for 4 years, and then I just had to start taking a new medicine in 16. And the only problem that's happening now is that I've had so many surgeries that my bowels gotten too short, and so I have what you call short bowel syndrome, and so I don't stay hydrated. Um, so I have to hang 2 liters of fluid like you would get if you were dehydrated in the hospital, and run it over a pump every single day.
Oh wow.
So that's a pain in the butt. But other than that, I feel fine. I'm not flared. And then the surgery has nothing to do with my Crohn's. So it's just a tune up of
She
an
sh-
old scar.
she
So
shouldn't have to get clear instructions to go to a Flying J. Doesn't she have a smartphone? Didn't she use a GPS to cross all the way from Florida? Why
yeah,
clear instructions for?
she got a an app that was supposed to tell her everything.
Bro,
Evan, honey, I don't know who you are. I'm not putting you up here. So anyway, but thank you for being so sweet to her, and I'm sorry that she stood whoever up. I don't know what she's doing. She she typically uses Google Maps to get around, but she said the other day that she bought that United States app
yeah,
or
why would she buy
whatever.
that if Google Maps is free?
It showed different things, like where a gas station was and other stuff like that. Um, just while it was running. Um, but it doesn't give you directions audibly like Google Maps does.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, well, that seems silly. But oh, it just gave historic markers. Oh, I thought it was giving a lot more than that. Well, that was silly. Um,
All right, well, I'm gonna drop down from here.
Thank you, Josh.
Yep.
Have a good night. The other thing I was going to address is somebody DM me while I was hold on, Slippery Cow, I'll let you up in a minute. Um Dr. Bud was playing a replay, and somebody was in there, and I guess I was on the beam in Churchy Scope, and somebody asked the question, is Mandy dry begging for Churchy? And some people were like, oh my god, yes she is. Guys, are you freaking kidding me? When have I ever asked anyone for money for myself or let alone anyone else? I mean, it's laughable. I mean, I can't believe I'm having to actually even say that. Um, but no, I will never ask for money for myself or anyone else unless it's a really, really good GoFundMe for something like a child that has cancer or something like that. And it wouldn't be dry begging. It would be me promoting a GoFundMe that was legitimate. So, whoever said that, shame on you, and all the people that agreed with it, shame on you too. So, anyway, I'm hoping that Churchy's getting situated, some, getting a water, and figuring out where she's gonna stay. Um, Hopefully tomorrow she can find. Oh yes, Silver Cow, thank you. Um, oh, it was Glock. Hey, Slippery Cow.
Hey, Mandy. I'm Tammy. How are you?
I'm good. Nice to
Good.
meet you.
Nice to meet you. So you have Crohn's?
I do.
I do too. Are you
Sucks,
are you
doesn't it?
having a lot of issues?
Not as bad as I used to once I had that permanent surgery or the permanent ileostomy put in.
Mhm.
All of my I have fistulating Crohn's. All the fistulas stopped. I was off medicine for 4 years, and then I had like a mini flare, and so they started me on the Cimzia. Um, and I've been doing great
What kind of
since.
medicine are you on?
It's a biologic medicine, and it's just an injection into my leg once a month. Um, or excuse me, twice a month. It's Cimzia.
How do
Um,
you spell it?
Cimzia.
I've never heard of it.
It's
I'm
new.
actually on Stellara.
It's new. Like the best medicine I ever took was Remicade, and it's an IV infusion. I was on it for like 5, 6 years. I suddenly had a reaction to it and had to switch. Humira didn't work, and Tisabri didn't work, and those were the only two on the market. So I was just sick and constantly sick. And then, so I decided to have the surgery, and I didn't need any medicine for 4 years. And then this had come out. It is the Remicade was first, Humira was its like cousin, and then Cimzia is the cousin of Humira. And they every time they make a new version, they make it better.
Yeah. That's what I was. I was diagnosed with it in December of 2015, and I was so sick.
Excuse
And
me.
I think I had it prior to that. But that's when they
Probably.
finally diagnosed me with it.
Yeah. I was
And
diagnosed
what is that noise? I hear.
in 2002.
I'm sorry. I'll try and cover my mic. I'm driving.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I was in nursing school,
I know that's irritating, though.
and that was not fun. But
Well, when I was diagnosed, they put me on Humira, and like 6 months after I was on it, I was still really sick. And so they tested me with it, and I had zero medication in my blood.
uh,
So they then put me on um, Entivio, which was infusions. I had to have an infusion every 8 weeks.
right.
And that just made me feel like I got hit by a car. I mean, a truck. My whole body just hurt all the time.
Yeah, then the Remicade, the day after I got it, I would feel like I had the flu, but like then the 48 hours after, I would
Hmm.
feel like $1,000,000.
Yeah, yeah. So have
So,
you had surgery?
yes, I've had the permanent surgery,
And see,
and
I had surgery. Have you lost any of your intestines?
yeah, I've lost quite a bit to the point where I don't absorb water anymore.
Okay.
I
Did
have
you
to
have to have a
do it. I
colostomy?
have to do it IV.
Did you have to have a colostomy?
Yes, I
Uh,
have
yeah. I
an
haven't.
ileostomy,
Yeah, I
and
haven't had to do that. I've had. I was in the hospital 3 times last year, and I think my it really caused me a flare up when my mom got sick. Well, it was the year before last. Um, but they ended up taking out over 12 inches of my small intestines.
right.
And, they said, well, you're good, you're in remission now. And I was like, oh, good. Well, I thought I would have got at least more than a year, but I didn't. I started getting sick like last January. So they retested me and did a colonoscopy and all that, and it came back, it was active again, but it was just like the beginning of stages.
Right.
So now I'm on Stellara. So
Well, I
we'll see
hope it
where that
works out for
goes.
you.
I do too.
Um,
Well, and I was so sick. I just back last month in December the 17th, a week before Christmas, I had to have hernia surgery because I had 3 hernias in my stomach. because of
That
me
is not
throwing,
good.
vomiting so much.
Yeah.
And then I stayed one night in the hospital from the 17th to the 18th, came home, and I started feeling
I'm sorry,
somewhat
Lindy.
bad.
Yeah, bump me if I'm too noisy.
No, it's not you.
I was
Okay.
starting to feel kind of bad, and I thought I had the flu. So, I just kind of just laid around, slept it off, and well, Christmas morning I woke up and I was really, really sick.
Yeah.
And my husband was like, "Well, I think you should go to the ER." He said, "Don't wait till the doctor tomorrow." And it was Christmas Day, so I went. Well, good thing I did. Well, I had pneumonia.
I've
Uh,
had it too.
yeah, so I was
Um,
in the
well,
hospital for
let's,
five
if you
days.
don't mind, let's let Lindy talk. I followed you. Follow me back, and why don't we private scope back and forth, and
Yeah,
we
that's
can talk
cool.
about
No,
it.
that's cool.
That way that we don't have to tell our business out in front of everybody.
I can probably hear you.
Do what?
Can you hear my husband?
I heard a male voice for a brief moment.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. I didn't hear that part, but Tommy's welcome, and I would help anybody if I could. I wish
Thank
I could
you.
help everybody, but I can't. So anyway, but yeah, follow me. I followed you,
Can't
and
hear you
we can talk
anymore.
about this in private scopes
Yeah, he just
and
said he
then
wanted to
back and
thank
forth.
you really very much, and I followed you too. But I'll step down so you guys can talk, and I'll just listen. But it was nice meeting you.
It's very nice to meet you. What's your first name?
It's Tammy,
Tammy. Okay.
and
I'm
yours is
sorry.
Mandy,
I'm
right?
very tired. Yeah. Yeah, it's Mandy. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, nice meeting you. Nice
Nice
talking to
meeting
you.
you, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thanks.
Bye, darling.
Bye.
Hey, Lindy.
Hey, girl. I
Sorry.
apologize for my background noise. It's
It's okay.
pouring and I
Now
am
that you're
driving.
talking, I don't hear it.
Okay, good. I was trying to cover my microphone a little bit. Okay, just with some, I swore I wasn't going to get involved in this, but while I'm driving, I've been listening to kind of the goings on, and I have a couple ideas for Churchy where she could stay. Um, Truck stops do have two parts. One side is strictly for automobiles to park,
Yes.
and the stores, they've got a little store there, and they've got bathrooms there, and they even have showers.
Yes.
So the truck stop idea is very good. There's a little bit of rumbling from the other side where the trucks are, but there's activity there 24 hours a day. And it's a shorter walk than if she were to park at a Walmart. But a Walmart is another good idea, and Walmarts will not mind. They allow campers to park there. I mean, that's just something that they've always done. I think in most cities it's the same.
Right.
So, in the last choice, you could let me know if this is something that would work or not. But my thought was that, push comes to shove, she could go sit in the waiting room at an emergency room. Hospitals are 24 hours. And
Exactly.
you see people sleeping out there waiting for surgeries and, either the
She
surgical
does have a
section or.
legitimate wound on her heel that needs to be looked
Exactly.
at.
Exactly.
Um.
So
So
that's a possibility. And, they'll take somebody without ID. We'll call her homeless just for the technicality, but, you know, unless it's a small private hospital,
yeah,
um, you know, they,
without her
they,
ID
they
and her
don't.
Medicare card, I don't. I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't turn her away, but
Like I said,
it'd
unless it's
be
a private hospital, I think any
right.
public hospital is
Any public
required
hospital
to take
they have
anybody
to
in.
see you.
Yeah.
So,
So, but even if she doesn't
but
want to be seen for her foot, she could certainly sit in the waiting room where it's warm and
right.
You see people stretched out on benches.
Yeah.
Anyway, I know
I mean,
it's.
she's so cold. I can't imagine her sitting in
I
a
know.
waiting room in the ER. But I
Well,
mean, it is a good idea. Um,
well,
if
there's other chairs and other places.
right,
They're not going to really boot her out.
right. I think that I mean she's got a blanket and it's not very cold on the coast right now. Cold for her from what she's used to,
Yeah,
but I think the truck stop idea is the best idea.
yeah,
Um, I think she'll be safe there,
yeah, yeah.
and if she wants to sleep with scope on, people can that are insomniacs they can pop in and check on her and
Yep.
pop in and check on her in the morning.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, if she gets cold, she can run the heater for a little while and then turn it off, and
right,
it'll hold for a while. It's not freezing, so
right,
it'll take a while. Just a regular blanket would work with a winter coat.
right. There she
So
is. She's been missing all our good advice.
yeah. Anyway, for anybody that has questioned you, my guess would be that they're people that are newer and don't know you and your integrity, and that you're truly trying to help from the kindness of your heart, and you have the patience of Job. So um, I think you're
I don't
doing a
know where
good
that
thing.
came from. I don't know where it came from. I think it's because I have the heart of a nurse
Yeah,
and I
exactly.
just am really empathetic and I learned
That's right.
patience being
That's
in the
right.
NICU. So
There you go.
plus I had two younger sisters, so I had
Yeah.
to learn to be patient.
Well, that's true, and nurses, as a general rule, are very empathetic and patient, and you know, you,
Yeah,
not everybody on here is wild and crazy, and so for
yeah.
anybody doubting or thinking that Mandy's looking for money, that's just everybody's so used to jumping,
Yeah, so
making
well, I mean, there's a new
assumptions, and
beggar on here every day, but somebody
exactly,
that's been on here just for fun since
exactly.
2015, I'm not just gonna suddenly ask for money. I mean, oh my god,
No, and you've been paying for things out of your pocket, so
right?
you'd be the last one to beg for money.
Exactly, Heather.
Mandy does
How
not
am I making
need
money
money.
on this? I'm losing money.
Exactly. So
So,
anyway, I just thought I
but
would say that. But
well, thank
anywho,
you. I think I am going to head to bed.
yeah. Well,
Now I'm exhausted. I've got another magnesium infusion to do tomorrow.
how long do those take?
About 4.5, 5 hours,
Mm.
and I run the replacement fluids at the same time,
Oh, that's
so
good.
I get it done at the same time, and so that's nice.
Yeah, that's
But
good.
the magnesium is such a high dose that it usually makes me go fall asleep.
Oh, that's
So
good.
um, I'll get a nice good nap tomorrow, whether I want it or not.
Right, right. Well, turn your
So.
phone off, or it'll be.
Oh, I mean, I can leave it on, and people can call or text,
Yeah,
and Periscope can go off 50 times, and I don't wake up.
you won't hear it.
I won't hear it.
That's good.
That stuff is potent.
That's good.
Um,
We'll
so
get some rest.
I will. Are there any more questions from anybody?
Will you bump me down so I don't have to look at my phone?
Sure.
Thank you. Good night,
You're
everybody.
welcome. Good night. If y'all have no other questions, yeah, be safe driving, Lindy. Especially in the rain. We should be getting that soon. Correct, Sherry. Um, I don't know who you are, but I will take a chance. Don't ruin it now, Florida boy. Hi.
Hi. I was just curious, why do you get the magnesium infusion for?
When you get short bowel syndrome, when you have Crohn's disease, you don't absorb magnesium very well. How often? Twice a week. Twice a week. Do what? You're breaking up. You may have to drop back down and go out and come back in. I can't hear you. Nobody can hear you. So, we can talk about, I'll do a scope about Crohn's disease and stuff if there are a lot of people that want to know about all the stuff that I do to keep myself healthy and why it takes me um, every day of almost every day of my week to stay healthy. I will. Um, but for now, I'm exhausted and my husband's in the bed and I'm so jealous of him right now. I want to go get in the bed and snuggle up to him. I'm so tired. So, anyway. All right. He did, Cherry? Wow. All right. Well, everybody have a lovely night. And if you are not in the United States, then good morning. I don't think we have anybody from the UK or Australia in here, but I'll just say it to be kind. So, I love you all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll be back on, and but not in the capacity that I was today. Because I'll start my infusion around noon, so I will be out until probably about 5 or 6. So, oh, you are. I forget. Oh, Vanessa, I didn't even see you. So good morning. So, all right. Well, good night and good morning. Good night for most everyone, and good morning to Vanessa. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Shree's not in here. She had a 15-second rule. She's not in here though, so I'm gonna end it. Bye, y'all.